Madness of March is upon us. Welcome to Chat It Up here on the Chat It Up Sports Network. It is good to be back in the building. I am Greg Leonard. It is St. Paddy's Day officially. And since it is the Selection Sunday show, we decided we should go live with you here on Sunday. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields teaming up in the Steel City. And who knows how that one's going to work out. And I'm back to talk a little bit about the Packers free agency. The boys were nice enough to hold off on that to let me talk about Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs, and everybody else going on with the Green Bay Packers in the NFL free agency. But it's good to be back in the building. We're not 100%, but we are here, and I am ready to talk a little bit about March Madness, the NCAA tournament, and everything that encompasses that. Joining me here today, to my immediate left, my man, Chase Green. What's up, CG?
What's up, buddy? Good to have you back.
Thank
dog.
you.
It's good to have you back.
Good to be here. Garrett Tolley to his left, a.k.a. GT. He's got the zero alcohol Guinness beverage.
Cheers.
Happy
St. Patrick's Day.
The worst take of all time, that Guinness is the best beer ever.
Guinness is the best beer ever.
Worst take ever. And we have St. Patrick himself right in front as well. Larry Bird as well is here with us. Joseph, you want to show the folks what we got going on here on the table?
We came with it, man.
There we go. Yeah, obviously across the way, my dog Malcolm Higgy Harris.
Malcolm, baby.
What's up, boy?
Good to have you back.
It's good to be here.
Yeah,
it's good to see you.
You too. It's good to sit across the table. I did like when you occupied my seat though on this side. You look good.
It was cool, man. It was cool. I mean, I ran a couple routes.
Wide receiver 3.
No, I'm a 1, man.
I know, 17.
Come on now.
I know.
Stop it.
Kid with you.
Stop it.
Just put the ball in the air, baby.
I'm gonna come down with it.
Heck yeah.
Possession.
Well, as we mentioned, it's St. Paddy's Day. We're all down in the green. Obviously, Garrett is a Baylor fan, a Baylor alum himself, and he is happy with a 3 seed.
Happy with the 3 seed. I had a decision to make this when I was getting ready. So I was like, do I go with the whole St. Paddy's outfit or go with Baylor? And, they fit both. And it's that time of year.
So Garrett was the one that's texted the group today and was like, hey, everybody, let's make sure we wear green to the studio. And he's got the least amount of green on.
I brought St. Patrick himself. I can't say nothing to me.
And, of course, the man pushing the buttons behind the scenes, our boy Joseph. Should we give him 3 claps?
1, 2, 3.
There we go. Hey, there he is. He's got his own camera, too.
Bring up that creepy cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Let's see it.
That's an undershot.
There he is. Yeah, that's like a dashboard cam.
Next year.
I love it. Well, we're going to get into all things Selection Sunday. These 2 gentlemen right in the middle are going to carry us because they are our college basketball heads. Miggy and I will be here for fun and entertainment. You got a 2 seed. I got a 1 seed. Yeah. We're happy. The Huskies got a 1 seed. We're facing Stetson, Jacob deGrom's alma mater. And then you guys, I got a 2 seed, and you're going to face the St. Peter's Peacocks. Y'all remember St. Peter's from what? A couple years ago.
Yeah, it was 3 years
Peacocks.
ago. 3 years ago.
Yeah, they made a run. So you better not slip up and lose to the Peacocks, baby. I'll tell you that.
I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't trust Rick Barnes' teams in the tournament.
That's a shame that we even have to sit here and be like, yeah, there's a possibility.
Yeah. The way they looked in the last 2 games.
Yeah, there's always a possibility, but there's really a possibility right
Can you
now.
talk to me about St. Peter's, Chase? Did you talk about the Peacocks?
No, this year's a little different. Like there's no, what was that little killer white boy they had?
Yeah. Chase Green.
Yeah. The crazy kid. They don't have those guys, but again, they're back. Different coach, but they obviously carried over. This is still, the 215s are always weird. I don't think remember Michigan State when they had, what was that guy's name? Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
And they lost, and that kind of has the same feel. Like we're the best 2 seed, I think.
Yeah.
We should be, I guess. But it also is like, we're Rick Barnes' team. We're a Rick Barnes' team.
In Tennessee's defense, though, against Mississippi State had everything to gain, nothing to lose. And Tennessee didn't. I don't know. I just don't think that.
They had a battle for the 1 seed.
Yeah.
They did. If they would have gone farther in the SEC,
I agree.
They would have gotten a 1 seed.
I agree with you. I'm not saying that, but I'm also saying that it's one of those things where you want to make sure that the team actually cares. And you don't know. You don't know.
Well, come on, don't sit here and say that Tennessee didn't care
I don't
about
think
winning the SEC tournament. They
I
wanted to win that. Nobody in their right gosh darn mind goes into a tournament and says, well, I don't really care if we win it. They want to win it.
I don't know, man. There's
I don't
some
know.
teams like you're
They're competitors.
Dude, again, going back to Baylor, the time that Baylor, won the national championship, they lost the first game of the Big
Doesn't
12
mean they didn't
tournament.
want it.
I just think that there's a mentality difference, man. I think that when you're playing with teams with backs against the wall to get into the tournament, I don't think that it's that die, live or go home mentality is the same. So I don't think they cared as much. And I think it's fair to say
I
that.
think right from the jump they do, but I think it gets to a point where they're like, well, maybe we don't. I mean, we don't need to push right here. If we don't win, it's not the end of the world. I understand what you're saying from that perspective, but to say that they go into that tournament saying, well, we don't really care if we win or not, like it's the SEC tournament. Like Chase and I were talking about it last night as we were watching the UNC game, and it's like you go through and it's super difficult to win the NCAA tournament, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you could sit there and say, hey, at least we won our conference tournament, like that's really cool to say.
Yeah. I did feel like they mailed it in pretty early in that game. I'm with you. I don't think they come out and say, yeah, let's just mail it in like before the game. But once you start getting big boyed like they did, you talk about physicality. There was Miggy at 6'9", whatever that dude was, put Adu in the block and just went to work on him.
Yeah.
No resistance. No resistance. And again, like the physicality part, that's what scares me with Tennessee is they can get bullied, and they did it. And Mississippi's done that. Mississippi State's done that twice. And it's matchups. And I hate, again, you're going to be in the round where, and if you make it past St. Peter's, then you got to play the winner of Virginia. Or sorry, yeah, is it Virginia, Colorado State? Is there?
It's Texas.
It'll be Texas.
Versus-
Virginia, Colorado State's the
Colorado
10.
State, yeah.
But usually that 10 or the 11 on the other side goes through and they make it to a Sweet 16. It just feels like that's almost automatic.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you're going to have the hot team that's played 2 games already at that point. Scary, man. Scary little spectrum for Tennessee, but I just need them to show up one time. I hate the Rick Barnes haters. I was like, what? We have been a program outside of Bruce Pearl that had Donnie Tyndall and Bad Conzo. It's like we're not good enough as a basketball program all time to say we're going to do better than Rick Barnes. So that's what worries me is I just want him to do good to prove them at least a little bit wrong. Don't you think, Miggy?
2 things on this. First thing, I do think that these guys mailed in that game 100% because
That breaks my heart.
but why would you?
Is it breaking your heart because we're saying it or because it happened?
Because it happened. Like
Exactly.
as a competitor, I'm like, why mail it in? Like I understand like the NCAA tournament is what it is, but like as a competitor, it just makes me mad that people would mail something like that in. Like the conference tournament should mean something. Like to go out there and dominate your own conference.
I don't think so. Not when you have won outright.
Yeah, they
They
won
won
outright.
outright.
They got a ring.
And on top of that, they won the conference tournament last year. So my thing is just that I wouldn't want to play 2 extra games.
And they went to the Sweet 16 last year.
Yeah, didn't matter.
It could be farther than they get this year.
I mean, we will see.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But it's when Mississippi State's playing for their chance to get into the tournament, that back against the wall mentality is so much different than hey, actually, we won the outright tournament or the regular season championship, and we're guaranteed a 2 seed lock.
You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong. It just breaks my heart that that's just how it is.
You
know?
hate
It's just-
that.
I do hate it. Like I understand it, but I do hate it. And before we continue this conversation, I want to let you say what you're going to say. But I do want to let the folks know that we are on Mox Watch right now for Chattanooga folks because I've got the Twitter pulled up, and when the Chattanooga Lady Mox figure out where they're playing and who they're playing, we will break it down and we will talk about that as well. But go ahead.
So I'm glad you brought that up because yes, we are doing that. But Miggy, Chase, and I, when we went to that Kentucky game, we saw it. Cal Apari goes AWOL I want to say ape-ish, and really, I mean, like I said, you can see the passion in there. But Rick Barnes, he didn't get up out of his seat once, and they were losing that last game.
Yep.
What does that tell you?
There's a lack of intensity in the Tennessee locker room at this time of year.
Rick's not a stand up and yell guy usually anyways. and you, man, it's like it's such a give and take because he's such a great developmental coach. But then in those moments, you're like, dude, I just want you to have a little dog in you, just a little bit. And it didn't feel like, besides Z being that kind of person, anyways, he was the only one that I felt like really, really stood out. And it wasn't at least. He was unafraid. Whenever you watch Vescovy, whenever you watch Triple J, you're like, those guys are scared. They're scared to shoot. And I've talked about it all week, and I love you, Blazy, but I just can't give you all these props from what you did previously when you have one amazing shot. You have an amazing shot because you have the best player in the country, and you can take it home, but this year you're scared to shoot it again. I don't know. I don't love it.
6-year seniors.
They have to be better. Period.
6-year seniors, Vescovy and Josiah Jordan James. I mean, come on.
I'm just
They
saying.
need to move on. Like, coming back, I was like, oh, great. Like, yeah, maybe they'll develop again another year. And you get Dalton Connect, who comes in here, and this is the guy that you've been wanting for Tennessee for a very long time.
Yeah.
You were hoping Vescovy or Triple J would turn into, and they just have not manifested into that. It's been super disappointing.
But surely with the way the last 2 games have gone, both losses, has Tennessee lost back-to-back games this year?
I mean, they just did.
Like until now.
Prior to that, I don't think. For some reason, I don't think so.
So they haven't had this type of adversity. I think they're going to respond. I think Rick Barnes does have some dog in him, and he also has the best player in America. He just has to show up.
I mean, I think they beat St. Peter's. I mean, I
They better be.
They're going to beat St. Peter's. And heck, I'll even take this. They'll beat Texas. And they'll be in the Sweet 16. I mean, I don't think Texas has a good squad at all. If you talk about a team that lacks intensity, University of Texas, that's
That's
weaker.
coming from a Baylor fan.
Yeah, that's the weaker UT of the two.
Yeah, they are very athletic, and they had a run. They had 3 in a row early, but that was to Purdue, healthy Kansas, and Carolina. That was your 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's excessive.
But they've not had that since until the last 2 games.
So if Dalton Connect gets shut down, we talked about this at home the other day. If you have somebody who can stop Dalton Connect, a Dalton Connect stopper, who do you feel comfortable taking the shots for Tennessee?
Who should take the shots?
Who do you feel comfortable in taking the shots?
Who should take them?
Who should take them?
Is Josiah Jordan James. He should be in this moment your guy. He should be your 2. It shouldn't even be a question. You've been here since 2008, brother. You was here
Not wrong.
back when Derek Dooley was coaching football and Malcolm was just a young pup at Crystal's blackout. Come on, man. Let's play basketball.
But Ziegler's the guy. I mean, he's your number 2.
He shouldn't be, though. He should be facilitating that.
He
offense.
should be, but he's the only guy who can make a shot outside of Dalton.
Yeah, it's Z. But then again, I could even throw. It should be your last year second team all conference player in Vescovy. He's done this before as your option A, and if that's what you were hoping out of him this year, is whenever you have those down games from Dalton, at least you can get the guy that came off screens, hit big shots last year. It worries you, man. If Z, you're right, he should be the facilitator. It's tough in there for a 5'9" guy. It's tough in that lane, big dog.
Dude's tough as nails, though, from Brooklyn. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's
But
cold.
because we were talking about it the other night, like, first of all, we didn't know you have 2 TV screens at the check-in stand, basically, and you're like, hey, I'm going to go in at the scores table, and I can look down. There's 2 screens for you to look at stats on the player's side. He saw his own shooting percentage, and he said a couple of F
Choice
words,
Mhm.
and he was
Garrett, you wanna say
referring
what they are?
he was referring to himself,
bleeped out
and then
again.
he hops back out there and starts cooking and brings Tennessee back against Kentucky. So he's got that dog. He's that Brooklyn attitude guard that I swear all those guys, you're just like, I don't want to play that guy in the tournament. So the formula is there,
Yeah.
the tough guard, the elite scorer, and you got a guy in Adu that can have a 20 and 10 game when needed. But why do we not feel confident, boys?
I think you said it right. Is the physicality. I mean, there's some physical teams in this tournament. Like Iowa State, don't sleep on them, man. I know they just won the Big 12 tournament,
Man,
but they are nice.
Tennessee should be a physically dominant team. Like they've hung their hat on their defense over the last couple of years.
Mhm.
And now they have that elite scorer and don't connect. So they have all of the same guys like you just laid out. They've had the same basic squad since 2008, basically.
Yep.
Are we being overly pessimistic?
No, this is who Rick Barnes is. If you show me what you've been for your entire career outside of Kevin Durant, who is one of the top 10 best basketball players to ever play, like, what do we got to talk about?
I mean, they're not beating Purdue. I'll tell you. And I mean, they're not going to the Final Four. They're not beating Purdue at this point unless Purdue.
So
gets
Tennessee's
upset.
not going to go to the Final Four, 100%.
They got to beat. Let's see. They got to beat a good South Carolina team. Oregon just won. I think they beat Oregon. Creighton. I don't see them beating Creighton.
They're
They
not
ain't gonna beat Creighton,
Creighton's
dude.
going to be pretty tough.
Dude, Creighton's so good this year.
That team, again, you have the big fella inside for Creighton. South Carolina, again, because we got them twice. Again, we talked about this with the North Carolina State game. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times.
It is.
Why is that a sports thing? I don't know. It happens in all facets.
Well, it's
whether
because
high school.
You figure it out.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Teams will figure it out eventually.
But even when it's such a
D1
lower squad,
programs.
yeah, like even like a North Carolina State who's not as nearly as talented
Yeah.
as Carolina, they
Yeah.
just figure it out. And freaking 27th year senior DJ Burns goes to work last night.
Dude, somebody posted a picture of him in a Tennessee uniform.
Isn't that crazy?
Who?
DJ Burns, the
Oh, really?
big guy from NC State that was just dominating, 400 pounder.
The finesse. I
Yeah,
mean,
dude.
it was just
Big
beautiful.
boy
to watch.
finesse. I love that.
The feet.
Yeah.
Dirty.
I do love an overweight dude who can maneuver and move on a basketball court. It's just there's something beautiful about it.
There's levels to it, you know?
Did we find out the name of the
Yes.
the Indiana State guy?
Yep.
I've been calling
Robbie Avila.
Robbie. We've been calling him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We've been calling him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he's been balling. Like so we were talking about that. That's one team I wish we was in here. I would love to watch that guy live.
You know what? And going and driving around today, and we had our baseball tournament. Shout out to the Scenic City Rangers champions today, by the way.
Yeah,
folks.
show 'em that bling.
Bling.
That's
You wanna
C-
set me up here, Rich.
That's CZ's in your eyes, man. Let's get it.
Boom. There we go. Championship ring. I know the light is right on it, but yeah, 3-team tournament. We won it, so no big deal.
Who cares?
Anyways, yeah. So the one thing I was thinking about, and I really felt like they were going to include Indiana State in here in this tournament because of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem.
Sorry,
Kareem. Okay.
I'm so used to saying Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, aka Robbie Avila, because he's just such a dynamic player. You know,
A dude was balling, bro. I mean, he looked like a little Jokic out there every once in a while.
yeah. By the way, your Mavs did beat Jokic.
Yeah.
Kyrie over Jokic.
Dude,
was so
buzzer
good.
beater,
Yeah.
left-handed.
Yeah,
But how stupid is
But that's
Jamal
it.
Murray? How dumb can you be?
I didn't see it.
Oh, well,
I just saw the.
Give us a
I just saw the update. I don't know. I love Jamal Murray.
Quick, like 15 seconds. So basically, it was 10
We do
seconds.
have to give Joseph what 21 seconds on the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes.
I hear.
Yeah, your season. You can give us his 21-second season recap.
It'll only take me like 4 seconds.
Okay. Look at that.
Oh, nice, Garrett.
Party foul.
Nice.
Party
Be
foul. Thank
better.
you.
All right, go ahead, Mig.
10 seconds left. Jamal Murray has possession and he takes the shot, but he has 2 seconds left. And yeah, just completely gave them time.
Gave
And
him opportunity.
we knew it was either Kyrie or Luca.
Of course.
They trapped Luca and Kyrie had a one-on-one. It was done.
Dude, Kyrie's not done, man. He's not done at all.
Yeah.
He is nice on the Mavs.
No, like they can be if DJ Washington figures out how to play basketball again, it's a wrap.
Okay.
All right, other teams that that we felt maybe got a little snubbish.
I'm really sad
Yes,
we
it
don't
was
have
him.
2 Patinos in this one. We got
Yeah.
New Mexico, but we did not get St. John's. I was really hoping
Ricky.
Rick would get in. I know it probably wouldn't happen, but if we had one white suit NCAA tournament game, the mobster himself from St. John's would have been great. But shout out to the Lobos. The most former, I guess, child stars. So you have Eddie House's son and Jamal Mashburn's son and Rick Pitino's son all on the same basketball team.
On St. John's?
No, for New Mexico.
New Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jamal Mashburn
What a
Jr.
squad.
Yeah. So they're really good. That's
I
another
hated
10 seed to
Jamal
watch out.
Mashburn back in the day.
Why'd you hate Jamal?
Let's see.
Wasn't he on the Heat?
Yeah.
Jamal
Yeah, that's why I
Mashburn?
hated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamal Mashburn was also
On
on
the Hornets.
the I want to say the Pistons too, but maybe I'm wrong.
Now we're going to
No.
go on a Jamal Mashburn deep dive. Go
Yeah.
ahead, continue, Chase.
So that's a good one, but yeah, St. John's not getting in. I guess they were listed as the first out. So that's a little sad.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Anybody else that not really, but
Oklahoma.
Yeah, they can be out.
Indiana State. We talked about. Let me see. There was
that's the big one, man.
That was the one that was big
public
fun, man.
Yeah, the public wanted that.
Dude, the internet needed that. Like that was TikTok and Instagram famous. That fool.
All right, here's a couple other ones. What about there was a couple of Big East teams who didn't make it. What about Seton Hall?
Just had to make it farther in the tournament. They should have got in too if they would have just not lost their first game. So
Yeah, I don't think much.
but that's weird. That's the other part is Seton Hall now has St. Peter's old head coach.
Really?
Yeah.
So
So
that's right. He got
Karma.
that bump up after the run in the NCAA tournament.
yeah.
He got the big job. Also, Providence.
Mm.
The Big East only sent 3 teams to the tournament for the first time since 1993.
which is wild.
Just a lot of bid stealers, man.
Yeah.
Oregon, dadgummit.
So I'm curious to see who the most overrated conference is here because the Big 12 has 9, the SEC has 8, Big 10 and Mountain West Conference has 6.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Mountain West is real.
Yeah, they live out in the West on those mountains.
That's some insight from Garrett Tolley.
I'm just saying.
Isn't it crazy though how the SEC has kind of overtaken the ACC
Oh yeah.
in basketball?
Oh yeah.
Like it slowly but surely has happened in the last 5 years. Of course, you got your blue bloods like UNC, Duke. They're always going to carry, but like the insertion of Tennessee, Kentucky, always being consistent. Now you got South Carolina looking like a program, Florida looking like a program, Georgia looking like a program. Isn't that right, Joseph?
We're on the way. We're on the way.
We're on the come up.
We're on the way.
That was your 21 seconds.
Are you ready for your segue? All right, we're gonna give Joseph 21 seconds because what did we give you? 27 initially. You ran
21
over 6
here,
seconds.
It'll take me.
Do we
5,
want the
okay?
timer? Should we get a timer?
Yeah,
going?
bring out the
I don't
timer.
need the timer. Here's how Georgia's season.
Okay,
we
you got
beat
it.
Missouri as we should have. Go Dogs.
Nice.
But we lost to Florida, which was expected. I'll take losing to Florida in basketball if we keep beating their ass in football every year. So that's a wrap on Georgia. It's football season, boys.
Well, they lost the eventual runner-up
Just
on
10
the
seconds.
SEC tournament, so that's not bad.
It's not terrible.
And
no.
Florida lost one of their best players within the first 5 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're just
Georgia's right there. They're on the. You're right. They're on the
As
come up.
much talent as comes out of it.
How's the basketball or the baseball?
baseball? We just lost a series to Kentucky.
Yeah,
shoot.
that was a tough one today.
What about softball? I
I
should
don't
probably
know.
know
I
this.
haven't checked in on the softball.
Yeah.
Normally they're pretty good. I think preseason they were number 6.
Okay.
So
The
they
SEC
made
is
it pretty
loaded.
deep last year.
Yeah, they're
They,
pretty
they,
good.
they're pretty solid.
So
So
is SoCon though. Let's be honest.
So looking at this, as we do our chatted up brackets, what's our upsets? What are we thinking the upsets look like out of the first round?
I can tell you right now, New Mexico is going to beat Clemson. That's happening.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
I say this. I think NC State beats Texas Tech.
Yes. Texas Tech
Sincerely.
is fraudulent.
Sincerely, I
Not
think
gonna lie to you, that is gonna be a snooze fest of a basketball game, boys. Texas Tech loves to hold you under 60 points.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a snoozer.
Gonzaga is going down.
I was just looking at them. You and I were talking a lot about McNeese and Will Wade
Yeah.
and whatnot. Gonzaga's been off this year.
Yeah, bro.
But maybe this is the year they surprise everybody because they always have expectations. And this year, I've heard nothing about Gonzaga.
No,
that's true.
lost
Mark
to,
Few.
lost to St. Mary's in the championship game.
St. Mary's will also lose in the first round.
It's a Grand Canyon.
I do think Grand Canyon comes out on that.
You think so?
I do think. I mean, I gotta.
They're another one of those you're gonna hear a lot this weekend
Mhm.
from them. Yeah, McNeese says, God, what's that dude's name? TCU transfer. So they've got some studs. Like Will Wade brought over talent. And
How did he bring over that talent? Let's be honest.
I mean, he's always been good at cashing checks. Now you can do it legally.
It's
I don't know.
It's true. Probably wouldn't
Yeah.
have got fired from LSU.
Yeah,
who
so
else?
you're gonna have some of those. That's my favorite one. Another one that I just won the SEC, but dude, you can never count out those Ivy League guys. The Yale Bulldogs.
Yale went off a buzzer beater against Brown this morning.
Yeah, that's always a
Does that
good
scare
one.
you a little bit? that they just barely beat Brown?
No, I think the Ivy's good, man. It's
How many teams they have in the tournament?
I got one.
Oh no, senor, just one.
Yeah, but
No,
They've
it's
done
So
it.
how good is the Ivy League?
they beat this. But I'll say this: the Yale Bulldogs beat a team that was loaded with Torian Prince. God, I can't remember the school's name. Remember what that was?
Torian Prince.
Yeah,
Um,
it was the Baylor Bears.
Torian Prince didn't play for the Baylor Bears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm thinking about.
Baylor alum.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
ladies
thinking
and
about
gentlemen.
from the Pistons.
Tayshaun Prince.
Torian Prince was in my chemistry class.
Dude, his rebound speech
That
is
dude
one of the
was
yeah.
him and Rico were
Suave? Rico Suave?
he was the tight end.
Oh, dude was yoked.
Yeah, they were in my class for chemistry. It was like chemistry for athletes. I don't know how I got in there, but I did.
You're an athlete.
Yeah.
I was
Intramural.
I paid
No, you played high school basketball, didn't you?
yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean I'm a college level here, dude.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're going to
Thank you though.
former
Yeah,
national
you're an
champion.
athlete. I believe in you.
He saw
You're a
me.
big baseball coach.
Yeah, he saw me catch some balls today.
Yeah, he was throwing them.
Yeah.
I saw him trying to throw some batting practice. He learned what every single one of the positions are on the baseball field.
Yes, I do.
It's more than me, man.
Yeah. See, you got the ace hat on.
Do you know? You must know them.
Yeah.
Okay, you know. You don't know them.
Nah, man.
Okay.
Matt
Joseph,
Olson,
do you
home
know
run.
them?
The positions in baseball?
like the numbers,
The numbers of
the
them.
numbers of
What
them.
what
Oh,
what number
numbers,
is
what position?
is first
What-
base?
Oh, hell no.
One.
So
No.
no.
Oh.
Okay, so no.
Do you want to give him
Five.
one now? See, Garrett doesn't even know still.
No, three.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Three. Sorry. It was I went the other way.
That's okay.
I started third base.
Yeah, you have to run to first before you get to third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, back to the brass.
So the pitcher is 1, catcher is 2, first base is 3, second base is 4, third base is 5, shortstop is 6, left is 7, center is 8, and right is 9.
Is that where they get the lineup from?
Yeah.
That's where they get that from.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And another part of it too is like when the most used phrase in that aspect is always you hear the 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah.
So just think of it that way. That's your
Yep.
shortstop, second.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
I learned something today.
That's
I
right.
know, I
Something
learned
every day,
that too, man.
There's something here on Chatted Up Sports.
So
Love it. All right. So in terms of the bracket, I know Garrett mentioned, upsets, and we kind of just threw some out there to you, but which side of this bracket, which region of this bracket, I'm going to pose this to you two guys, intrigues you the most? Which, the East, the South, the West, or the Midwest, which intrigues you the most? And Miggy, if you want to throw your 2 cents in there, I didn't mean to disclude you.
No, you're fine. I'm looking it over now.
I'll say
Chase,
this.
go ahead. You
It's the West. It's with
Yeah,
UNC. I
that's
mean,
what I'm
it's
looking at.
I mean, even for Carolina, that Mississippi State, Michigan State matchup's not going to be easy. Michigan State's very underwhelming for what they've done with their talent, but they still do have a ton of talent. per usual.
Alabama's also on that side. I mean, Alabama can make a run at this thing.
Arizona.
Alabama could also lose to Charleston. Like that's
Yeah, that's the point of March. Like you don't know.
yeah, you don't know about these guys. Like I'm with you though, because we talked about it in the SEC tournament. Like I thought Alabama could go in there and just outscore a bunch of people, or they could not stop anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the two.
Yeah.
Baylor's on that side. I mean,
Yep.
I'm still nervous about Colgate. I mean, we talked about that. I mean, they shoot threes. They
Don't be
play a
nervous.
different game.
You got this.
Oh, I freaking hope so.
You got
I mean,
this.
I do.
You got one time to scout. That's all this Colgate coach has to focus on is what does Baylor do wrong?
Yeah.
How can we expose it? And you get one time. So that's another part of it. It's just so hard for that first game is very tough. Arizona's good. You're going to get a ton of points out of that. They would love for the Elite Eight matchup to be the Caleb Love game, North Carolina versus Arizona. That would be
That'd be
big
awesome.
for
That would
the
be
old
big.
That'd be
public
huge.
perception.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
Although I would love if it were North Carolina Baylor.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be good for us.
that'd be
Yeah,
great
it'd
for
be
us.
Great content.
Watch party would go
Great for
great.
the content.
Yeah. That side's I think that side's gonna be very tough because I could also see Carolina losing to Mississippi State again. Like I could see
I
that.
mean, Mississippi State, they know how to put it on a team. That's all it is. I saw it once, and that's all I need to see.
Y'all got no love for the South? I mean, Houston just got embarrassed, but those boys are going to be ready.
Houston's
They're
Got
going to be
some-
fine. They've
yeah.
lost 4 games, y'all. Like, that was an anomaly. I don't know what. It just got out of hand.
Iowa State's that is
Yeah,
playing that
it
good.
was
right
their largest deficit of the season yesterday. You still got Texas A&M scares me. I don't know. They're just different. You got Duke, who
Duke's in
arguably
there.
has a top 10 player right now.
Wisconsin just.
I think Wisconsin.
Did they beat Illinois?
Yeah, they
They
did.
beat Illinois, so they won their conference tournament.
Big Ten.
And Kentucky has a top 5 NBA prospect. Rob Dylan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's superstar waiting to happen.
The one thing we also talked about earlier this year when we on our show, the diversity of talent across the country is so much more even than it's ever been. Like those mid-tier schools,
Yeah.
those players are just as good as a lot of the teams that they're playing that are just bigger brand names.
Yeah.
Big time.
And when it comes to the NCAA tournament, all you need is somebody to go nuts. It's one player to step up and carry you.
Yeah.
You know, a team to get hot shooting wise.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know, because you and I were talking about it at the baseball field today that like UConn is an incredibly deep team. They've got different guys that can beat you from all facets. And they might be sort of the anomaly from what everybody else has in college basketball. So I'm not just saying that as a Huskies fan, but I'm saying like they could be a team that should repeat.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me if they repeated because they've got a bleep ton of talent.
Yeah.
And they're very deep. But you could run into somebody who has a 40-piece McNugget and it's like, well, I don't know how to stop this guy. And then, you know, other guys, you know, 6-man off the bench or another rotation player is going nuts. It's 15, you know, with 5 threes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just the magic of college basketball in this time of the year, boys.
Exactly. And that's to go back to even to your Houston point. They could run into Kasai Tobinaga from Nebraska, that little Asian dude.
Mm-hmm.
Toughest shot maker maybe in college basketball because your boy doesn't get off the floor very easily, but he can cook.
Linsanity 2.0.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
he dropped 36 like the other night.
Yeah, on over 55% shooting. Because I was like, okay, how many shots did our boy
Nebraska will
take?
win.
How many
Nebraska,
shots did our boy
Yeah.
take?
Nebraska will win one game this year. I know for a fact.
They can beat A&M.
Absolutely.
But then you have James Madison, another 12 seed. They're having a great year. Shout out to the old boys from James Madison. You had a great year in football. Now you're having a great year in basketball. Good for you. I hope the nerds of Duke get beat by Vermont. Go UVM.
Yeah, go Catamounts, baby.
Duke. I mean, this is one of their tournaments, man. They've done it 5 times. They've done it 5 times. So that doesn't mean they can't do it a 6th.
So
I don't think they will, though.
Are we in agreement that the East is the easiest side of the bracket? Or would you say it would be the Midwest? So, I mean, you got Tennessee out there. You got Purdue with Zach Edey.
Yeah, I would say the East.
I would say the East,
love-
I'd say the
I don't
East
love
as well.
Illinois. Don't look. I mean, Iowa State's going to be. They're going to lock you up defensively, but also like they didn't beat anybody until the Big 12 tournament off their home court. Which, dude, Iowa State home court. Wow,
Yeah.
one of the best in the country. Always has been since the mayor was there. Should never leave a great college program to go to the NBA. It just feels like it never works out. So, but it's fantastic home court. But then they turned it on. I was like, I don't know. They never beat anybody off their home court. Let's see what they do. And then they make this magical, dominant run in the Big 12 tournament. So I don't know about them. They're one of those teams that I thought I had a good beat on. Not anymore. So
I
don't know,
It's like that the whole year. I was like, I thought I had a lot of things figured out, but I'm just,
and then the tournament changes it all.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
just learned a lot more about what I don't know just every day.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm smart. And then I watch that and I'm like, man,
Maybe not so much.
I'm not good at this. But then I really could see the Kentucky coming out of there too. I hate that so much. But what we watched live in person, you're like, dude, them boys can ball. Reed Shepard's now like a number 1 option for the NBA draft.
Is he now?
Yeah, they moved him up. There's like 3 or 4 mock drafts that have him number 1.
Reed Shepard.
Reed Shepard. Yeah.
So they'll have 2 top 10 picks potentially.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
Let's see. Pull up the mock draft here.
I personally do think though the East is a cakewalk. Like I'm looking right now, Iowa State, if they don't make the Elite 8, something's wrong. Like I'm just looking, there's physically, unless Illinois just goes on a run, that's the only team that kind of gives me a little scare factor.
Auburn doesn't scare you?
No, not at all. I think they're going to be exhausted. I think they're gassed. So, and that's the thing about
Why are they gassed and maybe somebody else who won a conference championship isn't gassed?
their level of play. It's always intense with Bruce Pearl. Every time they hit the floor, it is full. Like you're going to run. It feels like Coach Carter every time they touch the pavement.
But that's not the same for like a UConn team with Danny Hurley.
Not necessarily because there's more finesse. There's no finesse to Bruce Pearl and what he's doing from a basketball standpoint.
To go back, Illinois, Craig corrected that. Illinois did win their conference championship. They won the Big Ten.
No, they did win it.
Not Wisconsin. Wisconsin won that semifinal game, but they beat Purdue in that semifinal game. But Illinois won.
Illinois won.
Yeah,
Illinois did.
okay.
So I was wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, I don't love Illinois. That's why I think that side's a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't have I'm gonna have to sit down and think about this for a while. As far as who I think is gonna win this whole thing, I do got some gut, feelings about like a Grand Canyon winning a game, like getting upsets. I got some upset gut instincts here, but I mean, it's so even across the board. I mean, there's some those middle of the tier big Power 5 schools. They're not necessarily better than at the top of the these mid-conference schools anymore.
Who's the mid-major that you would not be surprised to see in an Elite Eight or a Final Four?
New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico would be one.
Chattanooga Mocs lady softball team did beat New Mexico this year.
Hey,
Just saying, we beat the Lobos.
take that.
Go
Lobos.
Mocs. Still waiting on the Mocs. The top half of the bracket, I think, has been filled out, but the bottom half is not yet, and that's where the Chattanooga Mocs will be. So we're still waiting on the Chattanooga Mocs to see where they're going to be playing college basketball in the NCAA tournament coming up. Any other ones stand out to you? Maggie, anything?
McNeese?
McNeese? Yeah. Well, we did talk
That
about
could
McNeese.
be a good run.
Yeah, they're just very, very, very gifted. Like Will Wade he's going to be a coach again at some great program,
Yeah.
like a Michigan.
Mm.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. They didn't make the tournament.
RIP.
What about Vanderbilt?
No,
Come back
yeah.
to the SEC?
I don't think he wants to come back to the SEC. I think you go big. They want to win.
Yeah.
Legacy. Or if Memphis wants to get rid of Penny Hardaway, I think that'd be a great spot.
Dicey, bro.
I would love to see it personally. Get Memphis basketball back to where it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want that smoke. Because I mean, I feel like Penny's had some smoke around him.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
the
do I
smoke
want
ring's been
more?
around.
Yeah, do I want more smoke? But now the smoke's legal. But it's up to them.
It's up to them. You want to win.
You want to win? Go get Will Wade.
Go get Will Wade. He's going to win you some games
God, that boy can talk, can he?
with the best of them. With the best of them.
Dude, he feels so used car salesman.
Yeah. Enterprise rental car.
But a dang good used car salesman.
That's what I feel like. That's what you need as a college recruiter. You need to be a used car salesman in some degree.
Bruce Pearl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Perfect.
yeah, for sure. If you want to have an effective, team.
Yeah. I feel like Josh Heupel is a used tire salesman. He looks like a
Why
tire
a
salesman.
used
I was gonna say,
tire?
you gotta explain that.
He looks like a used tire salesman. He's just overweight, out of shape.
So
He's got the big round face. He looks like you could put on a
he looks
jumpsuit
like the Michelin Man.
and go
is what I'm
work
saying.
on my car.
He's big enough where he can carry some stuff around.
Yeah.
He's not.
Elite level college football coach, no doubt, but he looks like he could be selling some used tires out there.
See, I don't get that vibe from him.
I do.
I get history coach or history teacher who like coaches softball.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Who like gets a little too intense at the game.
No,
The PTA
he's
had to
very
get a meeting
quiet,
together.
I feel like he never goes wild. I don't ever see him go wild. He seems cool, calm,
He definitely
collected.
He goes wild on the
For
side.
sure. Not too bad. There's some people that go nuts.
He's
I mean,
not Bob Knight,
Yeah.
but he's going. He's a nice like PG.
I don't think he
level.
blows up.
He's a PG.
He doesn't have the Saban headphone slam.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's
And
no.
he doesn't have like the Dabo Swinney, like emotional, like up and down. His face is all over the place. Like,
That's somebody I could get rid of forever.
He kept his composure when he got told to stand on business in Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did.
Man, I
Yeah,
can't wait
yeah,
to see
that
them
was
in 2 years. Nico
Hold
put
up,
up 90.
drink.
90, bro. Yeah, this is another one. I don't. St. Mary's can't score well enough for me to like believe in them, but they could make the most boring side of the bracket ever in the West too. If they just kept going through, you're just like, the over-under is 105 today. Can't wait for 55-50 game. But you don't really want that, but they are the type that can shut you down. I don't know.
What are the coin tosses? Like, I mean, Mississippi State, Michigan State. That's a coin toss to me.
The 8-9s are really good. 'Cause
Yeah,
then you
like,
have
really
FAU
good.
who is just there, you know.
Northwestern. I mean, they're not. I think FAU will beat Northwestern.
How do you guys think South Carolina could go? They were sneaky good this year.
Yeah, they were, man.
I think they can
I mean,
go
they
to
got
the
an
Elite
opening-
Eight.
I've been
opening round
saying
against Oregon.
South Carolina and Nebraska are the two teams that they're gonna win a game or two, each one, guaranteed. I'll put my bottom dollar on that.
Not your top dollar, your bottom dollar.
Just the bottom dollar. Yeah, you know, listen, top dollars are gotta go pay the bills, man. Gotta get the roof on our heads.
They they could be real. I really do think they could, because then you have potential matchup against Tennessee in the Elite Eight again, and a 16. Sorry, they're going to have a tough problem with Creighton, but they have Lamont has been so good on the defensive side of coaching that you get rid of you kind of slow down Kalkbrenner and Showerman for Creighton. It's kind of the same deal. Like maybe you could hold them in the low 60s and win another game and beat and upset Creighton. And then you have Tennessee for the third time. I don't know. They could be in a very defensive fashion. Long road, Final Four team. But that's how they would have to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to beat Creighton.
I don't think they'll be great. And also, Kansas is a fraudulent team, too. So I can see McNeese actually getting to the Sweet 16.
That would be it.
I could see that. Because I've been watching Kansas all year. I mean, they ain't not the same Kansas at the start of the year. I'll tell you that.
Blake, I don't know if you're still watching. You can comment down here. How do you think your Sanford boys will do against Kansas? If you're in there, buddy, let me know, because that's going to be a good one. That will be a fun one. The Sanford Bulldogs. I think this is the first time they've made it in a real long time.
Shout out to the SoCon. We got some comments in there, Joseph.
Yeah, we got a couple. One, you guys have already covered them. Blake was talking about Sanford. One was just a go Sanford, and then he called that Sanford was going to beat Kansas. And then Krieg, if I'm saying your name,
Craig.
Sorry,
Weird way of spelling his name.
he said that Illinois won the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
You guys,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, because I was wrong.
Yeah, so that side that they're setting up for some solid upsets. There's going to be some fun ones in there.
Is it? I mean, like I said, I got to make like 5 a year. I got to make 5 a year.
Yeah, how many brackets do you guys make a year?
Like 5.
One.
I make 2.
I will never go into a bracket challenge for any sort of money anymore. Never.
No.
You just never been good at it?
No. It's like a crapshoot. It's like you're just basically lighting a big pile of money on fire, because the chances you win that thing are so slim to none.
I won 1. Like in a little
Exactly, of how many that you've ever filled out or done.
Oh yeah, I beat
Lots.
tons,
I mean, it's-
tons. Yeah, I lose every year besides 1. But I just needed 1 to tell me to keep going.
Yeah.
Losers.
How many did you get?
I've won like 6 or 7.
Oh, nice.
See,
Okay.
you actually know college
But you know
basketball.
ball.
You
ball,
you
boys. I
yeah,
know ball.
you dive into it.
Yeah, and I love matchups. And let's be honest, like 3 of those have been Carolina, because I'm like, we can obviously win this. So if Carolina goes,
Yeah.
your boys smooth sailing. You
There
believe
you
it.
go.
Yeah, those couple of years you believe in Gonzaga and you believe in Carolina,
Yeah.
you're gonna win one because you got both in there.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of big fellas, a lot of 7-footers. God, what was that monster's name for Gonzaga? If anybody remembers that, throw it at me.
Timmy,
Timmy with the
Not Timmy. He was before that. He was
Chet Holmgren.
this boy was thick.
oh, you're going back deep in the archives there.
Yeah, there was one.
Like,
But that
what
was
year
when they
are we
made the
talking about?
What are you gonna type in? Thick boy from Gonzaga? What are you typing?
I'm going to put up big boy from Gonzaga national
This
championship.
man jumped right on Google and was like, "All right, what are you gonna type in? What's that really thick dude from years ago?
Yeah, Thicky from Gonzaga.
2 C's."
Yep, national championship. Y'all filibuster while I'm looking this up.
Okay, well, just for the people that are watching either live and or after the fact or listening or whatever it may be, we are going to create a bracket challenge. It will be free of charge. It's on the house, if you will. And we're going to all fill out a bracket. You can compete against us. We'll have some fun with it. Maybe we'll give you away some swag to the winner. Unless it's one of us, then it'll be whomever, the highest listener or non-host is. We'll do that for you. We haven't made up any swag yet, but the merch is in the works.
Yes,
Soon.
Yes.
the merch is making.
Merch is in the works.
Yeah.
So we'll get on that quick, fast, and in a hurry, and we'll have that for you. And I think it would be fun if we all sort of like sat down and been like, all right, maybe we should just create one chatted up bracket where we all talk about every single matchup. We agree on who's going to win, and we just say, here's our collective bracket between all 5 of us.
Well, that makes the most sense since can the public beat us?
Well, I'm saying like we're each going to create an individual one, but I want just for us, like I want to print one out. I physically want to write it down. I don't want to put it online. I want to write it down. And we have to confer of like, this is the team we think is going to win this matchup. We see how it does based on, everything else.
I like that.
Yeah.
Team effort.
I like
because
that.
we are a team here.
We are.
Problem is, and we have 5, so we have a tiebreaker. So
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we have a tiebreaker. So
Did you figure out who it was?
Yeah.
I did my best, Phil.
Prismic.
Busting.
Karnowski, 7'1", 300 pounds.
Oh, yes.
What year
Do
was
you have a
this?
picture of
This
it?
2017.
Oh, yeah. I remember that guy. Absolutely.
Huge beard.
Yeah. Did he ever
That
do
dude.
anything? He play?
He played overseas.
Okay.
Yeah, smooth
That's
lefty.
amazing.
Well, he basically went back home.
Yeah, where's Drew Timmy at right now?
He was with Zach Collins on that team.
No, where's he right now? Where's Zach Timmy right
We're
now?
gonna get canceled.
We said play overseas. Yeah, he went back home. He's from overseas.
Yeah. I think Karnowski's not growing up in Dayton, Tennessee. Wow. Okay. That's tough.
Oh wow.
Oh, what a great jersey swap.
Yeah.
Um,
What players were those? What was the jerseys?
was the Anthony Black from Arkansas, and then Grady.
Our boy Grady Dick.
Grady Dick.
So
from
Grady
Kansas.
Dick and Anthony Black, they did a jersey swap.
Yep. So you guys can just.
So if you listen to that, just use your imagination of what Greg just showed us.
It's a jersey swap. of
It's a
their
jersey
last name.
shop.
Yeah.
Swap with the last names.
Okay. Yeah. Where's Drew Timmy at right now?
I don't know.
He-
You want to Google that?
He's at
He's-
Southside Social right now.
No, he's
Is
not.
he hooping up at the YMCA league?
No. He's got to be playing in the G League or
Drew
overseas or
Timmy?
something like that. Just like the guy from UConn last year, the big guy. I don't remember what his last name
I
is.
can't tell
He's
you.
playing in the G League.
Is he?
Wisconsin Herd.
Okay.
I like that.
I bet he's getting buckets.
He should. It probably is.
You can-
Isaiah
that guy's
Isaiah
the most-
Thomas got buckets in the G League. He's on the Phoenix Suns on a 10-day contract.
Hell
right now.
yeah.
Slow grind.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Don't
I
call
mean, the
it
rise and the
comeback.
fall and the rise again.
Hey man, to get back, it's hard to get out of the league than get back in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you punch your ticket, they don't usually let you back on the bus that time. The second time. So
He's exactly what Phoenix needs too. They need a true point guard. Like I'm done with Devin Booker running point.
He ain't no true point guard.
It's killing me.
he's never been a true point guard.
Gosh, I can't stand it.
But
Sorry.
he's
Shut
all
up,
you,
Tommy.
he's all you got.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Before we move on, I want to talk a little NFL free agency as well. And I got to get my Packers take off. And I want to talk about Justin Fields going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. My last NCAA tournament question for you guys would be, out of the 1 seeds, who do we feel is the most vulnerable? to lose
Vulnerable?
first?
Houston.
Yes. Against Longwood, or just to lose first in general?
I think Houston loses first in general. And I've said that for about a month.
Even after this, they got blasted in the conference championship.
I've been saying this before we even knew they were a 1 seed. I said if they're a 1 seed, they'll be the first to lose.
Purdue.
Ooh, why
You think
Purdue?
they go Purdue?
Purdue sucks in the tournament too. I don't trust.
I guess they're the first team to ever lose.
You're
to a
gonna
16.
tell me I mean,
No, they weren't.
Who was it?
It was Virginia.
It was
Lost to
Virginia.
UMBC.
I thought
And then they
Purdue-
won the next year.
I thought Purdue got beat by a pretty low seed.
I
last
think they
year.
did.
They were a
Yeah.
two
they
seed.
did.
They were a 2 seed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Purdue with Edie, he had 29 and 15 again. Solid average game for Zach Edie. But Fletcher Lawyer, those guys, there's no number 2. There's no real good number 2. So now there is a small formula for somebody out there that's very athletic, that at least has a rotation of big guys to throw at Purdue. I just don't think they're very good outside of that. I mean, Zach Edie's the most dominant player by far, and you can win games that way in college basketball. And if they got guys making shots, they're gonna beat you because a lot of doubles and triple teams coming Zach's way.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is just throw it over the top of anybody. There's nobody else that's really close. There's a couple 7-footers out there.
I'll say, I would like to see him play against Donovan Clingan.
That'd be a good one.
That would be a good matchup.
Oh, Klingon didn't miss too many meals, big dog. He's gained some weight.
He has. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
he looked real good last night.
Yeah. Sonogo. Donovan Sonogo was the guy from UConn last year. I forgot about.
Stud.
I wonder where he is. So,
Just people like him, but he won't make it in the league. Who's yours? Me?
Oh,
Thomas.
you remember how you got me last week when we were talking about NBA comparisons and I took yours? He just did the same thing to me.
Okay. You
Yeah,
like that.
verbatim. I couldn't say it better. There's nothing more to add. Purdue's they're gonna blow it. They're gonna sell.
I mean, I think Houston. I really do.
I just do not see Houston going out like they want.
They've had too many close games. I mean, they barely beat a lot of teams in the Big 12.
But brother, that means they have championship pedigree. If you can figure out how to win in those tight situations, that means you've been.
I mean, again, the Big 12 have 9 teams in this tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, we are arguably the best conference in basketball.
Yeah.
But I
think it's a
still
fair
think
statement.
Houston. The problem with the Big 12 is they beat up on each other so much that there's so many. They're just so tired by the time they get to March.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like a
love that.
Purdue who's like, man, it's been a pretty easy road here. Purdue had a pretty easy road.
and it looks like, well, if we're looking and we're projecting out here, obviously we talked about Houston potentially against Nebraska, which could be a problem if Nebraska gets past Texas A&M. But how about, I don't mean to say anything bad about your UNC Tar Heels because I do like them as well, but that could be a tough matchup as you're talking about against Mississippi State or Michigan State in the second round.
Yeah, that's another part. Like, yeah, I was almost going to say them, but I just don't love Purdue. I guess that's my thing.
Yeah.
But Carolina has the toughest second round matchup by far. I mean, either one of the teams. Mississippi State's played well. They're very physical. They'll beat you up. And honestly, RJ just wasn't hitting shots. And if Cormac Ryan's not hitting shots, it's not going to look good.
It is so funny to watch a UNC game with this man because every time Cormac Ryan gets the ball, he misses a shot wide open. It's like, this is what you were brought here to do. Why can't you do it?
Yeah.
Make a shot. You're a white boy shooter. You were brought here to make shots. You can't make shots. Make a shot.
Yeah. I swear every game I miss, too, he knocks down shots.
Maybe you should just
Stop watching. Yeah.
I can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
You crazy?
Don't get mad. I'm just
Don't you? Yeah, don't come at me like that and expect a little soft answer. I can't skip
getting
games.
Dabo over here, man.
We do have to give,
I'm getting Sweeney.
we do have to give a little credit to your amazing wife who is using words like in the paint,
Yeah.
embodying, and she's learning. The verbiage on Hannah Edmonds' green is excellent. Should we give a little 3 clap?
Yeah,
One,
one
two,
time, Miss
three.
Hannah. We love you, Miss Green.
Yes,
She's doing great, man.
Yeah.
She is very impressive in terms of like her terminology. She's learning a lot. We'll have to teach her like the positions of the baseball diamond too.
Yeah. She'll get baseball a lot quicker
Yeah.
because she was just around it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. Her dad's favorite child, Isaac, played college baseball. I love you, Carol.
Is that her favorite child?
Shoot.
Yeah, but she was around baseball a lot and just kind of understands a little bit more. But basketball has been one where she's like, if I'm going to have to sit here literally an entire month to watch this game, I need to learn a little something.
Yeah.
So I appreciate her being as adaptable as she has been because the first time when we started dating and she was like, hey, I'll cook for you. That'd be great. We can just watch basketball. I was like, I'm going to watch basketball literally all day. It was the first weekend of the tournament. I took the first 2 days off, whole thing.
It's big.
And I think it was, came over Saturday and she was like, yeah, we'll do some stuff, whatever.
We're not doing anything.
And I was like, I'm telling you, like, I don't think you quite understand. This could be 12 hours on this couch. It was about hour 4. And she was like, you're serious? I was like, oh yeah, we're serious. We're locked in, baby.
Badass.
We're going to sit right here. Only thing I'm getting up for is to make some more buffalo chicken dip and come back.
And did you all
That's
stay
it.
the whole time?
Oh, I did get up for like an hour to go for a walk in the neighborhood because it was like a crappy game or something. But I was
Yeah.
like, well, Carolina plays at 5:30. There's a lot of, sometimes during those, you're like, you get a couple 25-point blowouts early. And you're like,
Yeah.
see you.
I love how when you first start dating somebody, it's like, hey, they're up for anything. It's like, oh yeah, secretly they hate it. I was like, why the heck am I doing this? But I think they're cute, so I'm gonna do it and say yes. How long does it usually take them to get Taylor and be like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore? I went on a hike with Bliss once, and I thought she was a hiker.
Oh wait,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
the one we went on together? Did you go on a hike together with Alex and them?
No, this was like before I even met you. But we went on one hike up Signal Mountain, and thinking like, oh well, we can do outdoorsy stuff together. Yeah, that didn't last but a month.
The things you like, not the fake things you do, but the extra perception.
It's just like when she's like, okay, I got him. She's like, okay, no, we're not doing that anymore.
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's one thing you guys like maybe do early in the relationship that you back out? You're like, yeah, I'm outdoorsy. That's usually a go-to.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that you do? You're like, yeah, I usually put this on early and then I'll take it away.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you mine. Like from what I told Bliss.
Garrett's a big "I love you" guy.
I did tell her I love you. 2 weeks in, I told her I love you, and we held true to that.
Hey, it worked out for you, big dog.
It did. Yeah. I did tell her that I was into Broadway when I first met her.
Oof.
And I was like, always have like Les Mis. I can talk to you on Les Mis. I can speak it. But after that,
I need to hear from Miggy.
No way.
You've been very quiet.
College basketball is not me, fellas. You're putting a cornerback at wide receiver, all right? All right.
I feel like a quarterback and a wide receiver can do pretty well.
This ain't high
Both
school
of catching.
No, we're talking about what's one thing you do early in a relationship that you maybe don't lie about, or you like don't do that?
Oh, the shows. The shows, like, oh my God, I love The Bachelor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've watched that, bro. I'm not trying to watch this. Like,
bro.
What we trying to do? You know what I'm saying?
I've been watching The Bachelor for 4 years now, man.
Do you love it?
It's cool.
But do you love it though?
I don't love it, but dude, it's cool. I mean, I get into it. I can
Okay.
see why. Like shout out Joey trying to pick his match.
Who's nominating me?
We did. Bliss and I are actually. By
I
the
think
way,
you would be cold, bro.
Bliss and I are actually nominating you. We do need to get together about that.
Okay.
We're gonna get you on the Bachelorette.
Oh boy, that's tough.
Yeah.
Would you take steroids to go on The Bachelorette?
I can't openly admit that on camera. So no, I would not.
He said, I can't admit that, so no.
No, absolutely not.
Of course not.
But no, we're gonna get you on there, man. We're gonna get you out there, and
That would be absolutely insane.
no, it's
That
called.
would be insane.
I think you would thrive.
Yeah, I think you do great.
I think you would be really, really
You just
good.
can't be like jealous. You just gotta be like cool and just be like, oh yeah, dude, you're totally like doing that other dude. Yeah, that's good, man. I'm Greg.
I don't know if the jealousy might get to me a little. That's tough.
He's like, I'm the
That's
word
tough.
G. You go do you, I'll do me, and we'll see if we do each other.
Yeah, no, I think the shows is a good one. That's what I would say probably.
Yeah.
The shows early on in a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't really fake a whole lot in general. Like in terms of early on in a relationship, I see what you're thinking there. The face started going.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I could not look you in your face, bro. I love this is live.
Yeah. No, there's I don't know. I'm very real, like with the connections and things like that I make. Like I'm not trying to BS anybody.
Yeah, you're real.
I'm not trying to, lead somebody along and make them think I'm something and I'm not. It might be a little bit of the hiking. I do like outdoor stuff, but it's not like I don't need to go do that every week. I'm busy as it is.
Like the extra ones that I do, I'm always like, yeah, I'm a big reader. I read like 4 books
I would
a year.
like to be a big reader.
Yeah, the fact you read 4 books a year, 3 caps for you.
Wait, what?
4 books a year.
Get out of yourself.
Cabs a year?
But
I
yeah.
should just buy 2 books. I'm actually starting in a book club
Oh yeah.
What book are you
in
reading?
2 weeks. The Mountain Is You.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a self-help book?
Something like that.
So it's
Yeah,
not like
it's from the, I don't know if you guys have seen the account, and shout out to them, free plug here, Chat Over Chat on Instagram. It's going to be a book club led by a therapist.
I'm
But
reading
you-
this book right now.
Traction.
It's called Traction.
Get a grip on your
I
business.
heard that's
Hey.
that's a great business book for
Yeah.
all the people I follow.
Yeah. So essentially, it's just how you like mold an organization to like think a certain way.
Oh wow,
Are you using that for us or your new business or both?
Both, probably.
dude? Heck yeah,
Love
both.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought Lonesome Dove. That's my book for the year. It's gonna take. I mean, we're in March. I hope I get this thing done by December.
We have Mox Watch 2024. It's official.
Where we at?
We are in Raleigh, North Carolina, one of your favorite
Ooh.
places.
Ooh.
And we are playing a hometown team.
Oh no.
If you had to guess which seed we are,
What
what
do you
would
mean
you say?
hometown team?
You'll see in a minute.
Okay.
What seed are the Chattanooga Mocs, if you had to guess?
12.
Yeah, 12, 13.
You say 12?
That's 12.
12 as well.
14 seed.
Okay. 14.
Ah.
They're playing the hometown NC State Wolfpack.
Oh, I think we meant like hometown, like
No,
Yeah,
no, like
Tennessee.
in Raleigh. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I
it's
guess.
going to be a tough matchup. That's going to be a hometown. That's going to be basically an away game for the Mocs. That's a
Yep.
tough draw for Chattanooga.
But you know who's tougher?
Champagne Poppy.
Champagne
Poppy,
Yeah,
baby.
That's
That's
all
all
boys.
Hey, 3 claps one time for Shaw Poppy. Dang, boys.
Love that.
Got
Yeah,
seat
look,
out there, Sean.
If Jada Gwynn gets hot, that girl's been dropping like 25, 30, 40 piece McNuggets left and right. She is a bona fide scorer.
Buckets.
She's a bucket for
Extra
sure.
sauce. Extra
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah, they've got a great squad. I'm excited to see how they do. I obviously know nothing about NC State right now. Just looking this, right off the bat here. But good luck to Chattanooga. It doesn't say exactly when they're going to play. It just says that they are in and they're playing in Raleigh and they're playing against NC State. So if somebody want to look up, actually I might be able to. Do I have that up still?
Dude, shout out to them though, man. That's huge.
Yeah, big
Back
time.
to back on the March Madness tournament, man. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, for Sean now, I actually just thought they'd be a little bit higher. I mean, I know the record is what it is for the SoCon, but 14's tough perception. I was thinking in the 12, 13 range. But I mean, one extra seed, but still.
It makes a big difference though.
12 especially.
That's a huge
If they
difference.
win that game, guess who they might be playing?
Who?
The Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's
Tennessee plays Green Bay. They're 6 seed versus an 11.
wait, they're playing Green Bay. They have a
Tennessee
university.
is. Yeah,
I didn't know Green Bay had a university.
they do.
I just thought they had the Packers.
Hey, that's a fantastic segue.
Is that our
Let's
segue right
get a
there,
little
baby?
bit-
Hey, sit it on in, baby.
We
Sit
clap
on
for
in.
PT on that one.
Hey.
1, 2. That was tough. We'll get that. Anyways, yes. Hey, so the Packers had quite the NFL free agency. It was quite the whirlwind for yours truly. For about 45 minutes, I thought we were going to have both Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones in the backfield. And I was super ecstatic about that duo because from everything we heard from Goody, aka the GM of the Packers, it was, hey, Aaron Jones isn't going anywhere. He's going to be back. And then 45 minutes later, it was like, well, we are now releasing Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs is going to be our running back of the future. And so they brought him in. And when we talked about NFL free agency a couple of weeks back, and we all talked about one player that we wanted for our team as a free agent, I looked at Xavier McKinney and I said, the Packers don't usually shoot that high.
Yeah.
I'll go Will Blackman. I'll step down, tier 2, probably less money. But shout out to my man Goody for shooting for the stars and the moon, baby. And getting Xavier McKinney, just pull it out. And man, that was huge. He is one of the coldest safeties in the NFL, and he is a young buck, along with Josh Jacobs. That's why I love Aaron Jones. I love the swag that he plays with. But that man was 29 years old. Josh Jacobs, 26. So the move to me makes sense, even if you have to pay him a little bit more money. And it's essentially a 1-year deal. He's like 1 year deals.
Yeah. That's that running back market seems that way now. I mean, a lot of these look like 3, but they're mostly just 1 or
it's
2.
like, you can cut them after 1 year if they were ineffective and they, didn't work out.
Dude, Josh Jacobs is nice though.
Yeah.
He's very nice. I think he's going to be good within that offense. And the big thing that a lot of both of those guys said
Yeah.
was they came here to play with an elite level quarterback.
Mhm. The perception has changed in the North.
It sure has. Now, it made me sick to my darn stomach that Aaron Jones went and signed 2 minutes later with the Minnesota Vikings. Ugh.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm just annoyed by it. Nothing I can do. I'm annoyed by it. But the Vikings can continue to have our sloppy seconds as much as they want.
Listen, the Vikings are on a down, man. Who they got? They got quarterback
Sam Darnold, baby.
Sammy?
on the down, like I said.
Yeah. So I love Xavier McKinney. I love Josh Jacobs. And, you bring back A.J. Dillon. I heard you guys talking about A.J. Dillon.
Garbage juice.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
believe in A.J. Dillon. He can have all the quads in the world, but that man is a plodding running back if I've ever seen it. There's nothing exciting about the way A.J. Dillon runs.
We'll see
He had that
LA
one
fit.
game in Tennessee, in Nashville, in the snow. Again, he outran Derrick Henry, and that was his moment. That was it.
One time.
One time. He's never replicated anything close to that.
No.
In the past or in the future.
Well, how does he get used with Josh Jacobs? The same?
Yeah, same. He'll just be like a secondary running back and maybe short yardage, just to spell him every once in a while. But if Josh Jacobs, hopefully he does not go down, you got to find a better replacement because AJ Dillon ain't it. He's a number 2.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
I know who that replacement's going to be. Jalen Wright in like the second, third round.
Oh,
Third round beauty.
Like
if they get you guys, you don't know how much of a man crush I have on Jalen Wright. You know it. You remember from this past season when I was riding and dying for Jalen Wright? That's my guy.
I mean, he wasn't even the best running back on his team.
He was the best running back. He's been the best running back on this team for like 3 years.
He wasn't, Greg. And I'm just being honest.
100%.
He was not, man.
Check the tape. Check the numbers.
Bro, I
check
checked
the tape. You remember that? That was a thing back in the day with us.
Bro, Dylan Sampson is so much better than Jalen Wright.
No.
Y'all are tripping.
I think he's more explosive. But
this is a Jalen Hurd and Alvin Kamara situation again. It literally is. Dylan, if he got, we'll see. We'll see, brother.
Joseph knows college football. Who do you?
Yeah, Joseph, you're our guru over there, man, on that.
But don't go talking about no bulldog.
No.
Yeah, don't you be barking that
I don't.
microphone over there.
No, believe me, there'll be enough of that coming.
I'm sure will.
Touche.
Man, I'm not excited about anybody from the running back class in this year.
No, I don't care about them. I want to know who you think is better between Dylan Sampson and Jalen Wright.
I'll go Jalen.
Thank you. That man knows ball, and you know he knows ball.
I don't think either one of them are going to last in the league.
Wow, I think Jalen Wright is a bona fide star in the league.
I think
he's
he's
gonna be a top
40
running
time helping somebody out this year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to run that 40 with you.
I'm ready.
Yeah, when are we doing that?
Are we gonna do? Well, we have a definite option with our announcement coming tomorrow.
We do have a big announcement coming.
Yeah, but that's,
Huge.
Huge.
for Chattanooga.
it's huge.
4-2-3.
Yeah. I didn't say we're the best, but so tomorrow, so that option in early June.
We'll be ready.
Do you want? Because that'd be perfect. We're actually give you time to train. Let's see, if you got the juice for it. So
I'll bring the squeeze too, brother.
you ready?
Come on. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
There's no way you're running under a 5.6.
That's just not true.
There's no way.
I
doesn't think any of us are running under a 5.6.
I know we can't run under a 5'6".
I guarantee I can run under a 5.6.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all boys. I will die out there to try and run this 5.6. Like I'm going to jump, kick, fight. We're gonna get on that 5.6.
I hope you do it. I hope you prove me wrong.
I
don't
have
think you're
to.
gonna do it.
I have
Unless you
to.
start like training.
I'll be ready.
3 months
Yeah.
on a Saturday in early June.
I can't believe y'all are treating me like I'm worth a 6th round pick like Justin Fields.
No, buddy, in the 40-yard dash, I wouldn't put you in the CFL.
Okay. What about the XFL, USFL?
No, you're gonna be fast in that
Pee-wee.
league.
Yeah, buddy, you're back playing with our 12U baseball team.
Okay. City City Rangers, baby.
That's right.
Shout out Rangers.
We'll give you the ring.
3-0 already.
We'll give you the ring.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. All right. So last thing, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Justin Fields.
How do y'all feel? I feel disrespected. I'm just gonna come right out and say it.
Oh, say it.
Guys, this
How do you
is
feel disrespected?
Desmond Ridder got more trade value than Justin Fields? Are we serious?
Dead serious.
Bro, I watched Desmond Ridder every Sunday ruin my life.
He didn't ruin my life, but he ruined.
I mean, he beat Jordan Love, which is crazy.
That
But
was wild. That's the third year game of the year.
Steelers got a steal.
say it again.
Steelers got a steal.
Absolutely, they did. 100%. And it is ludicrous.
What is it? It's like 51%. It goes from 6th round to 4.
It is ludicrous that he did not get more than Desmond Ridder. He didn't get in return more than Desmond Ridder did. That is absurd. That Justin Fields did not return more than Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
In a trade. But yes, if he plays 51 or more % of the snaps, that 6th round pick will become a 4th round pick, which the Steelers have already come out and said, hey, Justin Fields ain't competing with Russell Wilson. This is Russell Wilson's job.
Which that sucks. If that's your,
Well, it's better than Kenny Pickett.
it's better than Pickett. Maybe. I mean, they still are going to be, a 10 and 17 at most. And that's hopefully because Watt plays your entire season.
Cam Hayward's a beast.
I saw a funny picture on the Instagram. The guy had a framed Kenny Pickett signed jersey, and he was like, "Now what the heck am I supposed to do with this now?" And then someone commented back, was like, "What the heck were you gonna do with it in the first place?"
I saw this thing on Twitter, and it was like, Baker Mayfield was dumped, and now is thriving. Jared Goff was dumped, and now he's thriving. Geno Smith was dumped, now he's thriving.
Greg Launer.
Oh,
Thriving.
I've been there, brother.
Thriving. That's all the thriving part.
Justin Fields was dumped. And they have replaced and replenished Chicago. Chicago is going to be the perfect situation for Caleb Williams.
Yo, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen might be your third
Jay
receiver, bro.
Whoa.
He might be your third receiver. 'Cause I'm telling you, at 9,
Keenan Allen. If Keenan Allen is healthy, he's better than DJ Moore.
I agree. You know how I feel about
I know
Keenan
you
Allen.
love Keenan Allen. But why would he be a 3? That's like saying you're a 3.
Because Rome or Malik Neighbors, if they fall to 9, I mean, they're just elite talents. Keenan Allen's older, but he's still amazing.
I was gonna say they're not better than Keenan Allen.
They're not
right
better
now.
than Keenan Allen. Not next year.
Yeah.
In the coming years, yes.
Yeah.
I do love Keenan Allen though.
He's amazing.
He's
He's so
Him
fluid.
now.
He is so fluid.
We hit his best year last year. That's why he didn't sign with the Chargers.
Yep. He was like, I'm not taking a pay cut.
No.
But Justin Fields, get back to it, he will thrive in the Steel City. It just depends on when,
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. I think it's a great spot for Justin Fields.
Did they get anybody offensive line wise?
The Steelers?
No, sorry, the Bears. Yeah, they got Matt Pryor. And they got a couple other fine guys. They need help on that offensive line too. They've got to get. That's why I think they either use the 9 maybe to move up. I don't think they're going to get Alt. I don't think they're going to get high enough to get Joe Alt. But there's a couple guys, the Penn State boy. They're going to get an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
They've got the wide receivers. It would be if they had somebody, if they shored up that line during the free agency, it'd been different. They would have probably gone and got Rome or Neighbors. I think one of them will make it to 9.
but they still have a lot of money. They still have a lot of cap space, and they're just not spending.
But there's not there's no
Blue
lines,
chip, yeah.
there's- that's the thing with
I feel you.
Smith. Your boy Rogers got at least a very talented older offensive lineman, but there's when Smith was gone, it's like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
So with them, they're going to have to get an offensive lineman to keep rolling. But getting Allen's big for him.
Huge.
They're doing all they can. And G said it in the kitchen of the night. It's like, well, they're doing whatever they can to make sure Caleb's happy to get here in Chicago.
Yeah.
But I guess people just hate that organization. Because, did you guys see that place on St. Patty's Day? That place would be awesome for a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Chicago?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Chicago in the summertime, beautiful.
Chicago with 10 milli? Not bad. Little Green River. Little high rise.
Legit.
Do you want the available offensive lineman before we get up out of here? Real quick.
Feed us the big fellas.
All right. You got David Bakhtiari
Sign him.
coming off many of knee surgeries.
I know.
Yeah.
Very scared about that. But amazing when he's on. Laken Tomlinson, who's 32. He was on the Jets. Charles Leno, 32, from your Washington Commanders, left tackle. Andrews Pete, a guard from New Orleans at 30.
He is legit.
He's good when he's healthy.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's not amazing, but he's fine. Andre Dillard. This is when it starts really going downhill.
Turnstile
Did Tyron Smith get signed?
He did.
to the
Oh,
Jets.
To the
The
Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
Oh.
J-E-T.
They got
Dude,
somebody
Jets
that
could
could
be
take,
nice, man. Honestly,
take Aaron Rodgers.
hot take. Jets could be nice.
Maybe get David Bakhtiari for a team-friendly deal to pair him up with A-Raj.
That. What would he play, right?
Is Tyron left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he goes and plays right.
He should right.
Side note: did y'all see Aaron Rodgers might be a campaign
VP.
VP of the VP?
VP candidate for
Yeah.
RFK.
There's some crazy things going on around that man right now. I don't know if we really need to talk about it.
I'm
No,
just saying,
the,
I
power,
saw
the
it.
power of celebrities in the political atmosphere. It's great stuff.
Question. How much time we got?
We're already over about an hour and 15 minutes, so
Yeah, we're over.
why what you got?
I mean, you haven't played a game of birthdays yet, bro.
I haven't, no, but I heard the birthday game, which
It's
was
legit.
awesome. Are we going to play?
I mean, if we have time.
Let's go. Who
It's a
cares?
live show.
Yeah, it's a live
Okay,
show.
Whatever.
All right. Well, welcome to
my God.
birthdays, Greg.
Okay, thank you.
All
I
right.
don't think I'm going to be very good at this game, but
So you're gonna have
Garrett was awesome.
yeah, you absolutely
GT
cleaned up.
crushed it.
I know what I'm doing.
Go, bro.
So there's gonna be a total of 6.
Okay.
Joseph, you can see my computer
I'm going to
screen.
exclude myself. 'cause I
Okay.
can see your computer.
Okay. All right. So
Cheat us back there.
I ain't going. I won't mess it up. promise.
all right. So this person is a reality TV star. Went to the University of Southern California and is a part of one of the most famous families in the country. He has a few sisters and dated.
Scott Disick.
No.
What's this a Kardashian. I don't know what his name is. I don't know his first name.
I'm gonna give it to you. It was Rob.
Rob
Kardashian.
Rob
I'm gonna give it to
I
you.
was
It was
thinking,
Rob
I
Kardashian
can
next.
tell you his ugly little that little chin stash he
Yeah.
had going on. Yeah,
You got it.
Black
Pin
China.
snatch?
Black China was his wife.
Yep.
Black China was his wife.
Yep.
Mhm.
No way.
They're in a whole bunch of stuff.
Was Rob normal?
No.
No.
No, he
Nobody
wasn't.
in
Okay.
that.
Is any of them normal? Yeah. Well,
I don't know. Are any of us normal? No, we're not normal.
Yeah.
We're all weird in our own way.
Yeah,
But
But
their
not like-
their life just
not
plays
like
out on
Kardashian,
television.
you know?
Yeah, television.
Anyways,
All right. This guy was drafted in the first round of the 2020 NFL draft by a team in the NFC West. He is one of the best at his position and is due for a huge payday in the next 365 days.
Puka Nakua.
No. But yes.
2020.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf.
No. He went to play college football at Arizona State University.
NFC West.
He is legitimately top 10 at his position.
Debo Samuel.
No.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's a good
Oh.
couple guesses we got.
Nice.
I don't know how old. I was like, I couldn't have told you. I thought Ayuk was a little bit older than that. Couldn't tell you.
Young Buck.
All right. We're going to change it up a little bit and go into entertainment.
Okay. Oh boy.
All right. This jazz pianist and baritone vocalist was one of the best of all time. He was African American
Ray
and
Charles.
became the close.
Oh.
He became the
felt good
host
about
of
that
his
one.
own self-titled show. He's considered a pioneer in jazz. And it's a 3-syllable name. Bam, bam, bam. That's how it sounds.
I'm gonna hear this and know exactly.
It's not Nat King Cole, right?
Oh my God! Yes.
Nat King Cole.
You are
Great.
Ground that man.
insane.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got to give a little 3 clap for that one.
Oh. All right.
Dope.
We're going to stick in music. This is a vocalist best known for his single, Take Me to Church.
Hosier.
Hosier, yeah, big tall.
Guys, I need you to compete. All right. 2 more and we're out of here. For tomorrow, this man, singer, guitarist, he has worked with numerous acts like The Lonely Island and Kendrick Lamar. And he's also headlined the Super Bowl. Has a lot of tattoos.
Travis Scott,
No.
He's a guitarist.
Yes.
guitarist.
Vocalist primarily. Singer.
Bruno Mars.
No.
Post Malone.
Prince.
No.
Bruno Mars isn't gambling debt, by the way. 50 mil.
50 mil. It's
MGM. It's
He
crazy.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's tough.
he's. That's why he's still.
One of us.
That's why. That's why he's still doing his show.
This guy has the moves like Jagger.
Oh, Adam Levine.
Yes.
Adam Levine.
Yes.
That boy.
All right. 2 more and we're
My
done.
guy.
All right. Golden Globe winning actress nominated for an Academy Award for multiple things, including this sitcom, Living Single, and she was also an infamous hip hop rapper. CoverGirl cosmetic spokesperson and is royalty.
What was the show again?
The Living Single.
Single.
I couldn't even tell you what that show is.
Oh, y'all are it's like the black version of Friends.
She was a hip hop artist.
Yeah. She's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
Like
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is pretty easy.
What's her name?
Bringing Down the House, Girls Trip, Hairspray.
Oh crap.
Her name start with an L.
No, it starts with a Q.
Queen Latifah.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm
Yep.
how dare I? It
Yes.
takes so long.
Yeah.
on
It's
that.
embarrassing for
I'm
you.
not gonna lie to you. I saw the face. I just couldn't put together the name. I was like, I don't know what the last part of that was.
Well, I was kind of close. Latifah.
Yeah, you were very close. Last one, and this is it for birthdays. Stand-up comedian. He has been doing his thing. Started in New York, went to LA. He was probably one of the best of all time, but kind of fell off. And he was in the film, one of my favorite movies, Good Luck Chuck.
Dane Cook.
Oh, dang.
Dang.
Cook.
Yeah.
Dang, baby. Employee of the year.
Got you one.
I got a couple. What do you mean?
Yeah.
One. I got like 3.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So you got 3, and you got 1. So we need a tiebreaker.
Sure.
All right. Let me
Give
get
me
a
the
good one.
sports one.
Sports
Please.
one.
Well, just throw one out there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'll probably have a better chance with sports over Garrett.
It's facts.
I'm looking.
I
Y'all
don't
keep-
care what it is. You can whatever.
I'm looking to see what would work.
Do 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 do.
A lot of these aren't good. All right.
Perfect timing. Yeah, that was perfect.
This former president
Mhm.
was the only Democrat elected president
Garrett's got this one for sure.
during
No,
the 1861
no clue.
through 1913 era of
Congratulations,
Republican
Garrett. You
domination.
got this one.
He was a prankster. And his last name is based off of a city in Ohio.
Cleveland Grover. Grover Cleveland.
I gave you a lob and you
Grover-
said no.
I don't even know who
You
that
said
is.
no.
Grover Cleveland?
I don't even
Yeah.
know who Grover Cleveland is.
He was the
Is that
only
the guy from like
Democratic between these years, and he's the only one with a city as that last name.
No idea.
Grover Cleveland.
I mean, it was a you just laid up the basketball.
Yeah, well, I told you could win that one. I had no chance.
Liz would
Zero
be proud.
chance.
She loves the president.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. That's why you got an unfair advantage.
All right.
All right, shout out. Good job, GT. All right, anyways, that's been our show tonight. Chatted Up here for Chatted Up Sports Network. It's been great to be back. I really need to blow my nose right now. I've been holding it in for about 30 minutes, but I didn't want to do it on camera for y'all because that would have been nasty. But I appreciate everybody being here. Follow us all over social media at Chatted Up Sports. As the boys were talking about, we have a big announcement
Huge.
coming to the city of Chattanooga tomorrow on Monday. Don't miss it. Follow us on social media. Check out what it is and check out what we're going to be into. We got some things coming for y'all. We got the merches in the works. We got these big announcements coming up. Follow us on social media. We always try to put clips out there and put in interactive content for y'all. Joseph Guthrie, can we get 3 claps for him for doing a great job? Behind the scenes, keeping us going, talking a little football, agreeing with me that Jalen Wright is better than Dylan Sampson in the long run. Appreciate that. My man, Malcolm Miggy Harris with the A's hat, the classic A's hat. That is dope hat. That was one of my favorites growing up.
Thank you, brother.
And the leather jacket, he's making it. Garrett Tolley, shout out for winning birthdays. Assistant coach extraordinaire, learning a lot about baseball.
Love it.
Chase Green, my roommate, my dog. Love it. And of course, again, love y'all. Have a great rest of your evening. Great week coming up as well. Be blessed. Stay positive. Make somebody's day. Say something nice to somebody. And just be a good human being. I'm Greg Leonard. We'll see you on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be on Thursday. Peace and love.
Peace.